You look angry. You're angry or against what's going on in the country, isn't it?
Yes, we are at this point.
What are some of the issues that you have that brought you out here?
So, yeah,
What are some of the issues you have that brought you out
well, the mandatory vaccination that is going on right now. I mean, every person should have the right to their choice and their opinion as it relates to this that is going on. So that is what brought me out here today because um I think that I should have choice when it comes to the vaccination campaign that is going on against the COVID-19 virus.
Why have you not taken the vaccine? So it's a choice. But why
Well,
have you not
yeah,
taken the vaccine?
based upon my research, I would have come across a lot of negative impact in this corona, the COVID-19 vaccine have, and it is not protecting us against the virus, even though we take the vaccine. So I don't know what it is. But if we take the vaccine, we still have to take certain measures into consideration and certain protocols.
Have
You know,
you, in your research, did you find out exactly what this vaccine is made up of? Do you find out what you put in your body?
I can't recall like at this time.
So in other words, you don't really know what you put in your body,
Exactly.
and you were not told that.
No, by anyone at this point in time. Nobody is educating you about this vaccine, what is it made of, what is it they're putting into your body to protect you from or against this virus.
What about? Are you concerned about the rising food prices, the restrictions to minibus drivers pertaining to them being vaccinated in
Oh
order?
yes, I am.
What?
It is
How would you go about should the minibus drivers and taxi drivers decide to cease operation? How are you going to move around?
how would I?
Move around.
Well, it will be very difficult for me to move around because I mean I am not the owner of my own transportation, so we are dependent heavily upon the public transportation to take us places. And if today, tomorrow they decide to strike, I don't know how we're going to move around.
you think the government should provide transportation should such thing happen?
Yes, they will have to provide transportation for us.
The price.
Oh, and the prices. Well, it is very, very, very exhausted. I don't know what to say. Every time you go into the market, something is written. If it's not by a 200, it's by the thousand. Every time you come and you go, something is written. And people telling you plain and straight in the marketplaces that they cannot do anything about it. Because that's how it is. The prices are fluctuating very, 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 very high. The prices are going up.
You're Victorian, right?
Yes, I am.
Are you concerned about the response from your fellow Victorian pertaining to COVID-19 and they should have been out there as well with you? Are you all surprised? Do you think that they're scared
Yes,
or
I think persons are afraid to come forward. Persons are afraid that they lose their job. Remember, people are aware what is going on. People, since this government would have taken office, a lot of people would have been sent home. The persons are scared to voice their opinion, their honest opinion. So that is why I think persons are not responding. Because a lot of people should have been out here today, right? A lot of people who are not in favor of what is going on right now, but persons are scared to come forward.
and there are some persons from Victoria who were fired by this government as well who were sent home, living in Victoria right now.
Well, I'm not aware. I'm not aware, but I know persons who are sent.
What frets you?
Sorry,
What frets you? Why are you out there?
I'm out here because I believe that as human beings, we have the right to freedom and the right to make our choice, and the vaccination should not be mandatory for all persons. Like I said, it should be something to decide whether you take it or not, because based on the information that's been put out there as it relates to the vaccine, the government is not coming full to say that this vaccination is here to protect us completely from COVID-19 or this vaccination is here for this purpose. We're hearing so many information, but we're not getting any solid thing from our government saying that this vaccination here is for this purpose. And I believe that if we decide as women to take a vaccination, it should be off of our own free will. It should not be something which we have to, or we don't have a choice as it relates to that. So I believe that women have rights and it should be exercised.
So what would you like to see done about it in terms of do you think the government should just lapse all those restrictions on,
Yeah,
for
I believe,
instance, with the, you have to be vaccinated before you get into the hospital,
yes,
you have
they
to be
should.
vaccinated before you go to ministries,
They
etc.
should, because if we're hearing things like this vaccine is affecting fertility rate and it's affecting other things, why do you think young people wouldn't want to take the vaccine? That's number one. And the hospital of one place is where emergency is where they're dealt with so many cases. And if you're telling me that a public hospital somewhere where I'm supposed to be able to walk in to get treated for any injury or illness, I cannot go because I don't have a vaccination card. You're telling me that I must be lying on the street there just because I'm not vaccinated? It makes no sense. They need to they need to at least lose up on some of these strict rules which they're coming about with now, claiming that people need to get vaccination card for a set of unnecessary things. The other day I was made to understand a prayer mention telling parents that if they're not vaccinated, their children can enter school from September. What is that exactly? I can be vaccinated, still get COVID. My child will get COVID, and yet still they go to school. It's still spread. What's the purpose of you being vaccinated? It makes no sense.
Good afternoon. You're out here this afternoon.
Yes,
Who brought you out here?
sir. It's constantly bullying for you to take a vaccine that you don't even know the result of this vaccine, if it's going to be good for your body, because the vaccine, you have no person coming on or they coming to the forefront to tell you about, educate you about this vaccine. So my point is I decide what is going in my body and if it's good for me.
So
I don't want,
you must know what is good in your body.
yeah,
Do you know
and
exactly what this vaccine is made up of?
I don't have a clue.
Have you been told what it's made up of?
No, I don't have a clue.
The health provider told you about this. Your nurse in your community explained to you what this vaccine has
Nope,
inside.
nope,
The Ministry of Health explained to the nation or to you personally by way of letter, public notice. what this vaccine really has inside?
No, all what it is on the TV, on the media is that you must take this vaccine. You don't have a choice. And in order to go about doing your normal business at government place, where taxpayers pay their money, you have to have your vaccine. And so the government leave you with no other choice. Because you have a choice, but it's your body, and you have to decide what you want for your body. You understand what good for your body. So it's really hard. And number two, the public transportation. We depend on the public transportation to take you here and there. You understand? So when you decide that, okay, this bus driver, this taxi driver have to take this back, without them taking them last permit to do their daily job. Where you leaving us to satisfy? Frustrated, people are getting frustrated with things that are coming out of these government officials. Real frustrated, and people would like to come out to speak the truth, but people are very much afraid to speak the truth because whenever you speak the truth, you get penalized. So it's being a bad situation. It's only God for them right now. That is my opinion.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Amsterdam, you're out here again today. What is going through your mind right now?
What is going through my mind right now? What is going through my mind is that guy needs to be okay every day. Um, because the level of abuse and dictatorship that's coming from this illegitimate government continues. And so for as long as it continues, people ought to be okay venting their displeasure.
Mm-hmm.
Over the last week, you've seen so much coming from this government in terms of abuses, disrespect for rights, disrespect for the right to choose. We've seen instructions gazetted that you must be fully vaccinated, COVID vaccinated, if you're going to be an operator of a bus, a taxi, if you're going to be food vending, if you're going to be operator of a speedboat. We've also seen people being locked out of the hospitals with a demand that they be fully vaccinated before they can see a doctor. Now, when you're sick, you go to the hospital, you go for medical attention. Are you denying me on the basis of my choice not to be vaccinated for COVID?
Hmm.
Are you denying me on the basis of my choice to exercise my right to choose what goes into my body? I'm a taxpayer. Chinese citizens are taxpayers. They pay the doctors, they pay the politicians. And who are you to deny the people service based on their choice? The right to choose is entrenched in the Human Rights Charter. The right to choose what kind of medical service you accept or you use is entrenched in the Human Rights Charter. So what gives the government the right to tell people, look, you can't get services at government offices. You can't get services at the Guyana Oil Company, and so many other places if you are not fully vaccinated. The other thing which is of great concern to me is the oppression against oppressed people also, because the average public servant is poor. The average public servant, and when you're going to say to those public servants, if you don't take the vaccine, we'll knock you out. Or if you don't take the vaccine, you have to produce a PCR test every 2 weeks. Now, a PCR test, from my understanding, costs somewhere about $50,000, $40,000, $50,000. Public servants minimum wage is about $70,000. So 2 tests in a month is going to cost a public servant somewhere between $80,000 and $100,000. That's $30,000 more than the minimum wage. Where are they supposed to find it from? How are they supposed to eat when they pay for those PCR tests? In short, it's coercion, it's bullyism, it's further oppression, and it's discrimination. That is what I see it as. And as long as the government is embracing these policies, I think Guyanese people must come out and vent their dissatisfaction with these policies. People must have a right to choose their body, their choice. Apart from that, you know, all the other ills of this government, the several dismissals of public servants, the continued hounding of public servants. We had the issue with the aid community healthcare workers from Region 4 who have not been paid since January. These are all things which we highlight. And I will continue to be here highlighting them.
We have Mr. Lincoln Lewis on the line. He's on the picket line this afternoon. Mr. Lewis, you're in the sun. You're protesting. You should not have been out here today. You're supposed to be somewhere on the beach in good times, enjoying yourself under good condition, good economic conditions in this country. But that is not happening this way. We are seeing a lot of issues pertaining to the vaccine, economic crisis in the country, the politics,
fundamental rights, and freedom.
Yes, yes, sir. What are your thoughts?
What are my thoughts? That's what the mere having a picture in my hand on the road is indicative that I'm not satisfied with what it's doing. We have to fight to make this country a better place for everybody.
Some folks are saying that the union is quiet. They're not really representing people.
You have the president of the TUC and the general secretary, who is also the general secretary of the correct matter. You tell me the union is not there. Why? What happened? Who they want to see?
They're talking about organizing.
No. Question here is that everybody, this is not a matter for the union. This is a matter for every citizen in this country, because what is happening impact on all of us lives. So all of us need to be involved.
What is your message to the government right now?
My message to the government, I believe they get to read me this morning in Village Voice. Read Village Voice and you see what I said. These are the type of things that worries me. I want to see justice and fair play in society. This country, the national patrimony of this country belongs to everybody, and every one of us need to benefit from it. That's my message to the government.
All right. Sir, why are you out there?
Well, as you can see what's in my hand, that speaks for itself.
You're Victorian?
Buxtonian.
You're Buxtonian. Yeah. But you're here to support your fellow Victorian.
Yeah, and I'm the Guyanese that role. This is trouble in Guyana. The Guyanese trouble. You know? Only yesterday they shared $19,000 to the children in enterprise. I tried to report to them that the mother died a couple days ago. And they refused to give the child the money. Some teachers had to protest for the child getting money. The mother died a couple days ago. The child showed the thing on his phone to show his mother died and cremated. And they still didn't want to give the money. In Buxton, some children did not collect because of some statement they didn't submit a report. Right? So the $19,000 that they're sharing right now is being discriminated, and they get a choice who they want to give it to. Right now. That's all for now.
All right. Ma'am, why are you're here on the particular line? What brought you here?
I'm out here because of injustice. The vaccine is not mandatory. Then why they are forcing us to take the vaccine? Why they are forcing us to take something that ain't good? So that's why I'm out there, because our people cannot take in something that is not good for our body. It's our body, and we have a choice. We have a choice to know whether we must take it or not, and we're saying no to the vaccine because it is not mandatory. So why forcing us to take it? So it's our body, it's our choice. We're not taking the vaccine, we're saying no to the vaccine. Thank you, sir.
We ain't taking no vaccine. And the police in our face. Right, the police take no. Right? Nonsense. Use the brothers against the brothers. Yes, Andrew. We ain't taking
Yes,
no
sir.
vaccine. Andrew, we've become a police state. That's right. People are protesting all the time, all over. People are picketing peacefully. Why should the police be on our faces with cameras? I see the other nationalities are protesting in Guyana, and the police is not in our faces. This is no more a creeping dictatorship. It's a full-fledged, bloody well dictatorship. And if we don't stand up, we will be doomed in this country. It is high time Guyanese come out and stop this illegitimate government with their nonsense. I am not going to allow anybody to stick me with a needle if I don't want to. And nobody's going to pump a vaccine into my body. And we're saying enough is enough. It's time for us to close this hellhole down that we call Guyana. Thank you.
We ain't taking no vaccine. Take it to the foreigner, not to Guyana.
All the time. It is peaceful. We are not in a military state. I reject it. But the police all the time. It's our democratic right.
Careful, careful.
No vaccine! Our body, our choice, no vaccine! Our body,
No vaccine.
No vaccine.
No vaccine. They can't force people protecting what they want to take. It's wrong. No vaccine. Our body, our choice. Frank Anthony could take the vaccines and put it up where the sun don't shine. Push it up in the ass. That's where you gotta put it. Up in the ass. Disrespectful to black people on Emancipation Month. We finished with it. We ain't taking it no longer. We finished. Finished. Like you carry to crowd, but quick and give the people them up there. Disrespectful.
Our body, our choice. No vaccine.
So you're a taxi driver,
Yeah.
and you are saying that you don't want to take this thing because you don't trust it.
I don't trust it because people complaining about the after effect. Some people die. I know this rumor is true, but a man right in the village take the vaccine 5 days, he end up in the hospital not feeling too good. So definitely the vaccine have a problem because this man was a very strong and healthy young man. So I don't trust it. So I would not go for it. No vaccine, our choice, our body.
Have they told you what this vaccine has inside that will benefit you and make you
No,
be protected against COVID?
no. Can't what I heard that they say the vaccine cannot prevent you from getting COVID. So what is the sense taking it? Doesn't make sense to me. I'm healthy and strong now. When I take the vaccine a week, I can't move. Something wrong with me.
You have any health conditions that you know of?
I don't know. But you know, sometimes you don't know what you have. Until you receive the vaccine, then you get to understand, well, this is where you're suffering from. They bring up all the faults in your body.
What is
I
your
already know
message to fellow taxi service drivers out there? What do you want to tell them right now?
I need them to come out and represent themselves concerning the vaccination because it could damage you or, yes, it could damage you. So I need them to come out and protest that they are not taking the vaccine, and plus the demand that they're making that you cannot do any business or transaction without the vaccine. That is wrong. We have choices for our body. This is our body. It doesn't belong to anybody but us.
But if you don't work, how are you going to provide for your family? If you don't,
There's the next thing too. You
if
take
you
away
don't do
our
that.
jobs, you take away everything from us. So we're doing to us later. What about with kids that we have to mind? If something go wrong, I must be father taking care of my family. Say if I'm the head of the home and something go wrong with me, what the government will do for that? Will they take care of my family if something gets wrong with me? Huh? Okay, that is what I want to know. I have to save myself for my family. Okay?
What is your thoughts on this separation, this two Guyana situation that you see going on, where the government is giving, lapse time to one side of the population and stringent time to the other side of the population. What are your thoughts on that? For instance, when they had
Well, during the campaign, they said it was for everybody. They are the government for everybody in the country, but now we see something different. But I'm praying God that they look ahead at this punishment they're trying to put on us, and we don't need that now. We need peace, love, and unity. One people, one nation, one destiny. So we just head to where we're going. But with this situation, making demands not for you can't get vaccine, you're not working, you can't go to do business and no government place, that is wrong. So please ask them to put a stop to want the government to look back upon what he's thinking about now and put it in the right prospect and let we make our own choice if we need a vaccine or not. That is our choice. Okay?
okay.
Thanks.
Next time, get your mask on. Get your mask on. Huh?
Okay, sorry.
Get a mask. So, ma'am, you're not going to take the vaccine.
No, sir. I standing today on behalf of my family, and I have a son. And a son is going to the private school, and I feel that Primus Manichan said all Guyanese children supposed to have this money. I stand in guarantee for my son. He do not have none of the $90,000 what I give because he are going to private school. When evident all of them is Guyanese, and we are paying our taxpayers' money. And if so be the case, why private school cannot get this 19,000 only government and the private school got to still come underneath the government because without them, then we cannot try the exam and they cannot go through it whatsoever them tell them about. So, and with the vaccination, what them said they're bringing into school children, my son will not get the vaccination and he will never go to school. If he have to be at all school, he will be. I'm not taking it and it's our choice.
Ma'am, what are your thoughts? What do you want to say?
Well, I want to say that this is our body and it's our choice. I am not in agreement with any vaccine. I would not take it. My husband, my children will not take any vaccine. And so that is our position. No vaccine for us. The vaccine is not good. I want the government to come out there and speak the truth because there are many people dying. Many people is disabled after taking the vaccine. I've witnessed an Indian man at the West Demerara Regional Hospital where his one side was paralyzed after taking the vaccine. I have a neighbor that took the vaccine and right now she have a heart condition or heart palpitating and all sort of sicknesses start to raise up on this woman and she has to be running to different hospitals. Private hospitals spending money all because of that vaccine. It is not good. And I believe the vaccine is designed to depopulate the nations. I'm not the only one. I have to receive my pension. I will not die from that vaccine. So that is all I have to say. I would never take the vaccine. Never take it. Never, never. I'm not stopping anyone who wants to take the vaccine, but I will not take it. That's my position on that.
just so happy that it's,
Mr. Dion Abrams, you're here again.
well, me go for the me go for the
What are your thoughts on since we last spoke in terms of, do you see any change in the government? Or you seeing more stringent measures coming from the government?
The government is not going to change pretty easily. When you're dealing with a regime that is accustomed to having its way, uh, to dictating to people, it's difficult to have them change their approach unless, all right, the people can come out in a very strong way to demonstrate that, they're not going to take the nonsense that is going on. And these protests that we're having, uh, we're hoping that it's going to build a momentum so that we can have a groundswell of support against the government, not only against an imposition of turning people away from hospitals and this kind of nonsense, but also against all the atrocities that have been taking place against black people in the country. The government is racist, and I continue to say it, and they continue to practice racism in every facet of life in this country. And they are not in any way hiding what they do. The world has been witnessing the discrimination, since they got into power. The blatant disregard for law and order, the president's, now they're doing things and then challenging the court to make decisions in their favor. The most glaring instance is Nandalal's saying that the president has a right, to dismiss the police service commission, and that the only way that that decision can be overturned is by going to the court. So the president, in other words, is saying that he can do whatever he likes, and the people have no redress. And that is not what should obtain in any country. You see, and we have to begin to fight. I have been looking at what has been happening across the Caribbean, Barbados, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I am proud of the Vincentians that the boss Gonzalez, boss here, because he came here to Guyana and he made us know that we must, stand up and take our licks like men. Now we get any licks, you got to take. All right? People have to begin to demonstrate in forceful ways against impositions and oppression. And I'm hopeful that we're going to get to that point where, in a most resounding way, we're going to make them understand that enough is enough. Thank you. Thank you.
No vaccine! No vaccine! Nonsense!
No vaccine.
No vaccine!
Why?
No vaccine! No vaccine! No vaccine! No vaccine! No vaccine! It can't be.
You're fighting the camera? So why are you out here? Why are you out here?
I'm out here because they want to force vaccination upon us. And I'm saying no. It is our choice. It should be our choice. Yeah. So I'm here to protest against it.
What about the situation with the taxi drivers, the minibus drivers, and the boat, the boat drivers, and so on and so forth? Have to take the taxi. They must take the vaccine in order to operate. What about the shutdown of the hospital? And what about the hospital cannot take you in
That is
if
wrong.
you're not vaccinated?
It is very wrong. It is so much wrong. No, we have to come out and protest against these things. It is
inhuman to do those things. This is our choice. Why would you do something like that to shut down the hospital? You want people to die. We take the vaccine, we are going to die. Now you're shutting down the hospital.
Well, they're not really shutting down the hospital. They're shutting down you. If you're not vaccinated, you cannot go to the hospital to get treatment.
No, that's wrong. And that's the reason why we are here. And I think the entire Guyana should come out against this. We should shut down this country and show these people where the power lies. The true power lies in the hands of the people and not the president. No, not them or the minister. No, 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 no. The true power lies with the people. And we have to show them that. That is what we have to do as a Guyanese. You know, sometimes as Guyanese, we take too long to act. But I think the right time has come. Yes, the time has come now for us to do what we have to do as a people. Not as a race, but as a people. We are all Guyanese and this is wrong. Forcing vaccine upon people. No. If it is good, you don't have to force it.
Explain it to us why it is good.
Exactly. If something is good, everybody will go for it. Something is wrong, we are not guinea pigs. Are we? No vaccine. No vaccine. It is not a vaccine. It is a chemical they injecting in us.
No vaccine.
No vaccine.
No vaccine.
No vaccine.
No vaccine.
No vaccine. We are not going to take it.
There's no vaccine. No vaccine.
No vaccine.
No vaccine.
Yeah, they want to depopulate us. No, it's not going to happen. We are not going to stand and take it. That's right. No vaccine. No vaccine.
No vaccine. No vaccine. There's no
vaccine. The choose not to take the vaccine is wrong. No. No vaccine.
No vaccine.
No vaccine.
No vaccine.
No vaccine.
No vaccine.
Nonsense. We're gonna shut down the vaccine. We're gonna shut down the life. It's life in the hands of the people. And not them that sit up there.
No vaccine. 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 No vaccine.
No vaccine.
No vaccine.
No vaccine.
No vaccine. No vaccine. No vaccine.
Because we were not taking any vaccine. Vaccine is to be population. And we are not a part of that. We will live and not die.
No vaccine. No vaccine. No vaccine. No vaccine. No vaccine.
vaccine. Our body, our vaccine. Our body, I am a teacher here, and I am prepared to lose my job because I am not going to be forced to take any vaccine against my will. I am prepared to lose my job as a teacher. These people are fast people. We're not gonna compromise with them anymore. No compromise with these people anymore. They are fast people. No vaccine.
For vaccine.
You just heard it there from a teacher. She's saying that she would prefer to lose her job than to take the vaccine. A teacher who is protesting against mandatory vaccine for teachers in this country. And a teacher has just stated that she would prefer to lose her job than to take the vaccine. The protest here at Buxton was on Friday, on Sunday gone. They had a protest there. Now we're in Victoria. Victorians are saying no to the vaccine, no to mandatory vaccination. They're also saying that they will not stand for bullyism.
Our choice. 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 Our choice.
Our body,
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 Our choice.
our
Our choice.
our
choice.
our body,
Our choice. 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 Our choice.
our body,
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 Our choice.
our body.
Like you know him.
Our choice.
Our choice. Our choice.
Don't force me.
Don't force me, no vaccine. No vaccine. That is a choice. Leave it on my own. Don't force me. It is damaging human beings.
Destroy you.
No vaccine.
No vaccine. Don't force the people that were telling what they want to take. It's
No
wrong.
vaccine. No
And then the vaccine is not healthy to human body. It destroy you.
Even to the massive healthy. Even to these no massive healthy. It is damaging us. No vaccine. No vaccine. No vaccine.
Sure. Have the police over there. Police taking note. The police taking note and ensuring that they they are watching out some of the protesters feel intimidated by the police presence there. And we had a few moments ago, police officers are taking photographs of protesters coming right up to their faces and taking photos, and the crowd had to shun them. So they're saying the police intimidation against persons of protesting is not right.
Oh, better. No vaccine. Our body. Our choice. Our body. Our body.
Our choice.
Our body. Our choice. Our body. Our choice. Our body. Our choice. Our body. Our choice. Our body. Our choice. Our body. Our choice.
You carry?
Yeah. Gotta walk around.
Our choice. Our choice. Our body. 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 Our body.
Our choice.
Our choice. Our body. Our body. Our choice. Our choice.
Oh,
Our body. Our body. Our choice. 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 Body. Our choice. Our choice. Our choice. Our choice. Our choice. Our choice.
oh, vaccine.
Our choice. Our body. Our choice. Our body. Our choice. 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 Our choice.
Our body.
Our choice.
Our body.
Our choice.
Our body.
Our choice. Our choice.
Our body. Our choice. Our body. Our body. Our body.
Our choice.
Our body.
Our choice.
Our body.
Our choice. Our choice. Our choice. Our choice. Our choice.
Our choice.
Our choice. Our choice.
Our choice. Our choice. Our choice.